Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Chris here from Esports News, Axis Rotation, however the flip you know me in these interwebs, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a quick rundown of how CoD Stats works. Didn't really have a lot of crazy stuff planned for today. As you guys saw, I did the recap video Monday. I did my pick'ems for this week yesterday at time of recording, that being Tuesday, and today I was just kind of racking my brain like, how do I bring some value to my friends in this beautiful Call of Duty community today? And this is what I decided on. So my homie Turnt, you guys know I am working with him. I am a member of the CoD Stats team, so here trying to provide value to Turnt, and by extension, you guys in the community, and trying to make this the best resource available. But I think a lot of people probably don't know just how much work my boy Turnt has been putting into this website. It is absolutely the most comprehensive tool for anyone in the competitive Call of Duty space, whether you're a player or someone that just likes watching the matches. If you like betting, if you like playing eights, if you like watching challengers, he has all of it. So let's go through everything real quick. So starting here, you can watch all of the streams, right? We got College COD. Well, I guess College COD will be going live soon, maybe. But you can see he has all of the online leagues, all the major ones. When Challengers is live, you can watch that. When the CDL is live, you can watch that as well. He has the schedule listed, of course, for the online leagues as well as the CDL, as you guys can see. Then you can see here, summary, top performers, Rancor, top KD leader, you know, K7 League, Pulse X League. So it's pretty cool. And then CCL is going to be there, as you guys can see. That's coming soon. So let's check out the actual site and look at everything here. So we'll start with the online leagues first, right? So you guys can see here's the K7 League. Here's all the details on the league itself. Group A, Group B, the players, their stats. I mean, this is, you know, it's very comprehensive, guys. You got all the results. You got the schedule. You can see the upcoming matches. We have a match coming up in 2 days. So, yeah, and you can look at that, obviously, for all the other leagues, the Pulse League, the Weekend Warrior League, etc. So, let's look around a little bit more. Let's check out the College COD League. So, that's coming soon, like we said a second ago. But pretty soon, the College Call of Duty League will be tracked here on COD Stats, so that's pretty exciting. Of course, Challenger stats are coming soon, collecting and organizing those. CDL stats are already here, so if you guys don't have any idea what's going on with the standings from the Major 2 qualifiers, maybe Major 1, you don't know what happened. I have highlights on the channel of all these matches if you missed it. Major 1 quals, if you missed what happened there. Breakdown. Then you can see the schedule. You can also sort by team. So let's say you want to see Boston Breach, all the matches that they played, and look at everything and analyze it. You can do that. Let's not look at this one, though, because, sheesh, your boy got taken to the cleaners. And also, we'll get into that in a minute. So you can also look at player stats as well. There's a comprehensive leaderboard that looks at everything. And my favorite feature on the site is actually this here, the impact rating. So, yeah, this is honestly my favorite feature here, because this rating is a holistic rating that takes all... Well, let's look at what it actually takes into account, right? So the impact rating is a performance score versus league averages. So it takes the KD, which is 35% of the ranking metric, damage versus the average, and the objective stats into account. So that shows you basically looking at the KD versus the average, the damage versus the average, and the objective efficiency and their stats, who is frying on another level, right? So looking at it, it's showing that Neum is actually having a great time. Simp, Mercules, Joe Deceives, Abuza. That makes sense, right? Ocus and Courage, there's not a lot of data there, so that kind of makes sense as well. Same for Neum having a big boost, and they had 2 series where they looked pretty good, right? So you can really make sense of the data, but for the most part, this is a very sound rating for the players who have, a decent body of work to speak to, right? Like more than, let's say, 30 maps. So there's another feature here. This is actually a pro feature, I believe. And this is the comparison chart. So you can say, let's compare Toronto, Koi, and Cloud9 New York, right? And you get all of these in-depth stats. You can see statistical analysis, map differential, points, average CDL points earned per series played, expected wins, over underperformance. Just a lot of insane things here. Like Turnt went absolutely nuts, and he just cooked. So, you know, like that's all that can be said. Like this is just a really comprehensive solution for the whole community. I mean, I was going to say something like intelligent, but there's nothing intelligent to really say. I mean, my guy cooked. So you can also look at performance graphs to see the team's performance over time. So let's look at Cloud9 and how they haven't really changed much, right? So they look decent, then they dipped, stayed low, got lower, a little bit of a rise, trough, you know? So you can see the cumulative like trajectory of the team. Like you can see Cloud9 has only gone down, right? But then you look at a team like Faze Vegas, and it's a little bit less clear. And I love this feature because it helps you to kind of hone in on how teams are looking overall. Like, have they gone up? Have they stayed the same and plateaued? Have they gone down? And it really helps to kind of give you a more comprehensive look at everything. So that's why I love all of these different features. So let's look at this one as well. So this is a nice feature that he had recently told me about. So he has a list of the maps lost despite having a positive KD, which I love. I love this metric. I think it's really important because it shows you, especially if you're a betting person, right, what teams are just not good to bet on, right? Like if you have a positive KD and you lose the map, it means that you're fundamentally playing wrong. And why I like this is because in terms of metrics that tell you what to expect in pick'ems, money line bets, let's say handicap bets, etc., gives you just a more holistic look. And if you're doing player props as well, that's something that's really important to note because if players are going positive but losing the map, that means that your player props are going to be very, very inconsistent. So, yeah, I mean, if you guys are people who like using stats to inform different things, I know a lot of you guys come here, you're looking for betting and different insights on DFS and things. That's why I wanted to show a more comprehensive view and explain kind of how it can be used for different purposes. I personally, I don't really bet anymore. I do prize picks here and there when my friend asks me to, but you know, not really my thing anymore. So this is more just to give you guys a comprehensive view of what you can do and what is, you know, possible. And then you also have the inverse, right? Maps won despite having a negative KD. So we can see the leader of that is Gentlemates, Dogs, Objective Efficiency, right? We know Gentlemates are the kings of objective efficiency in the CDL. And surprisingly, Optic is up there, right? So Miami is 3-0 in maps where they have a negative KD. And I guess they don't lose. So that's interesting. Wait, I read that completely wrong. Sorry, I was sipping some water. They are not 3-0. They have 3 total wins of that kind. 2 are in S&D, 1 is an overload. Forgive me, guys. I am tired. So that is the maps one despite having a negative KD stat. And this is one that I myself requested. So I asked him to compile all the round 11s. If you guys don't know, shameless plug, right? Shameless plug. So if you guys don't know, last week at some point, I post a lot. So last week, was the week before last? I'm gonna find it for y'all. Oh, it was before Major 1. It was before Major 1. Okay. Here it is. So if you guys missed it, I've compiled every single round 11 up until Major 1 in this playlist. So if you guys missed it, be sure to go check that out. And it's the complement to this. So there have been 18 total round 11s. I included, I believe, 14 of them here, maybe 15. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to obviously update that video in due time, but it included, did it include anything from Major 1? No, because this was pre-Major 1. So obviously we had a lot at Major 1, so I'll have to add more before the Major 2 tournament. But yeah, I digress from that. Let's check out the rest of the site. So there's some other things I wanted to go over. So there's strategy tools. So for those of you that are coaches or analysts like myself, you can actually go through and break down what went wrong. So you have the full map. So you can say push here. Let's see. You can also see where the sites are, different things, the overload zones, P1, P2, P3, P4. I'm going to use this to make some ranked play videos, honestly, teaching you guys how to play the map better. And like maybe like if you guys have dumbass teammates, like you can just send them a link to it and be like, hey brother, you know, read, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so you can do things like place grenade icons, show you where you want to get some nade spots going off the initials, different things like that. Like let's say on Den you want to nade like P3, right? You could say nade right here, P3 door, and then someone nades from like the back through here, I don't know, through the A overload zone, just push up, back the stairs, nade here, I don't know. Anything your heart can think of. So this also works with Black Ops 6. So if you guys are still playing Black Ops 6 for any reason, doing trials or something, you can use this for that as well. So another feature is a stat tracker. So 4v4, we'll call it FSN crew. I almost said FSN Chris. Let's say FSN, right? Okay, so we'll make that, let's use my colors, right? So we'll use, yep, okay. Let's use my colors. My color scheme, people don't know this because I don't really have a branding kit, but it's actually orange and blue. As you guys know, I'm a Knicks fan, so kind of ironic that it ended up that way. I did not intend for it to be that way, but just kind of, those are the colors I liked for the branding. So with this, you can add a roster, and then you can track all your stats, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I mean, this site, like I've showed you guys, is the most comprehensive. I haven't showed you everything yet. So the last two things I want to show before we get off of here is just Playcracked. Slight flex. Your boy is #1 on the Playcrack leaderboards, alright? So get active on the leaderboards. Try to take me down. I'm currently, like, dominating. I'm balling out on everybody. I'm looking like 0-4 in that overload where he, through the leg, step back, 3, bang! You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm looking in these Playcrack leaderboards. If anybody's seeing this, you're good at predictions, and you're feeling froggy, try to take your boy down, pause. And, you know, this is how it works, basically. So you go through, you do map prediction, let's say 250, 196, and then you do basically player props. So you say, I think TJ's going to get 25 and not 258, 25 and 29 or 28. I think, et cetera, right? So you fill in all of the player stats as well as the overall game stats. So whatever you think, if you think it's going to 3, you fill out 1, 2, 3, and then you submit. If you think it's going to 5, you fill out all 5 and submit. But it won't register like the map being like scored unless you have everything filled out, right? So let's do this real quick. See, now it registers as being actually completed. So this map like would register as, but then when I take away the score, no longer registers. So that's pretty cool. So if you don't think that the series is going 4 or 5 games, you can just say, okay, I'm going to fill out the first 3 and then you submit, and that's how that works. So if you don't fill anything in for map 4 and you only fill out maps 1 through 3, it'll just record maps 1 through 3. So just make sure you fill out whatever maps you intend to vote with. And you can also do autofill. So based on like how things go pretty consistently, it'll autofill like the most consistent values for the player props as well as the game scores overall. So there's that. And then the last thing I want to show you guys is my favorite part of the site, if I'm being honest with you. I love these G-Stake wagers because this is a fun, quick little thing. You know, you can like get a little bit of dopamine. You're doing some free wagering. So I personally, the reason I don't like gambling, I hate losing money. I'm really competitive. Like if I lose $1, I'm really pissed. So I like free stuff like this where you can like show that you're good at what you do. You know what you're doing, but you don't actually lose anything if things go to hell in a handbasket like they typically do. So yeah, as you guys can see, if you missed yesterday's video, I placed all of my G-Stake wagers and gave analysis of what I think will happen in this weekend's upcoming CDL matches. So if you missed that, of course, that is right here on the channel. Our LA Thieves best team in the game, week 2 predictions video. So be sure to go check that out and check out the GPT if you guys have not already. So yeah, CoD Stats store, as you guys can see, CoD Stats Premium, $3 a month. If you want to pay, you can. You can also buy credits, which is pretty cool. So you can buy team passes for online leagues. Yeah, man. So if you guys like what we're doing, come rock with us over here. I'm going to be most likely populating this news site or this news section of the site myself pretty soon. Just depends on if Turnt wants to look for someone else or if he's cool with me taking on more stuff. I don't know. You know, sometimes people just want to have a team full of like diverse people. So not trying to take up too many roles. Anyways, so that's everything. If you guys want more information, obviously you can go to the About page. Yeah. So, yeah, come rock with us. If you haven't, be sure to check out the site. If you have any need to get in contact with Turnt, definitely fill out the contact us form, support at codstats.com. Of course, follow on Twitter. Join the Discord. I'm in the Discord, so if you have questions and Turnt's not available, just ask me. I'm there and I'm the community moderator, so I'm there to answer questions, sort that sort of thing out. So, yeah, we're a small team at the moment, but yeah, hopefully get a little bit bigger and get a little bit more popping in this scene because, you know, one thing about what we're doing here, and the reason why I love working with Turnt is we're just focused on providing value to the community, and the money doesn't really matter. I mean, like, if you get paid while you're doing it to keep things afloat, that's awesome, but you know, the more important thing is just providing things in the space that aren't here and trying to give everybody the best experience and, you know, the best, like, chance possible, right? Like, the thing I love so much about the tools he has is it's just like democratizing your growth as a player or coach or whatever. You're not limited anymore because the tools aren't available to you at a very accessible and frictionless level and in a frictionless way, right? So, yeah, that's why I love being a part of this COD Stats team. That's why I have so much hope for what we're going to do as a team. And yeah, that's why I'm all in on, you know, growing the platform and promoting it as much as I can. So, yeah, hope you guys help us to do some legwork. If you like this video, be sure to share it. I mean, this is more of an informational video, so I guess that's a thing. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed any of the content, I do analytics content as well as highlights and other things, event previews, recaps, etc. So be sure to stick around the channel if you like that, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. If you have any suggestions on things you want to see me promote here from the COD Stats website, things you want to see me explore, or different things, rank play tips, whatever, just let me know, and I will definitely be sure to provide that. So once again, I hope you guys have a great morning, noon, or night, like I always say, and this Chris makes Sports News exhortation. I have Filipino in these interwebs, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.